Welcome to Biweekly Bites. This is a series about engineering discussions which we define as a conversation which leads to a decision with practical outcomes and lasting consequences for a tech product. This is your host, Slava Rudnitsky.
And this is your host, Dima Valenko. This is the fourth episode in the series. We already talked about the preparation and the kickoff stages of a discussion and looked at things that can go wrong and how to deal with them. Now we will explore ideas that help to nail a decision.
That is, of course, if the discussion is convergent to a decision.
Because concluding an engineering discussion is more than just calling the meeting time is over.
Sometimes people make decisions based on very different criteria. It might be beneficial to voice out what we are prioritizing while picking the final option: saving costs, time efficiency, quality of the solution, potential for scalability, or possibly a few of these or other factors combined.
Great idea. Also, write the decision out. More likely than not, as the discussion progressed, each participant developed their own view on the decision, focused on what's most important for them. Writing out the decision will bring everyone to the same page. I like doing that by sharing my screen and, actually writing down the basics of the outcome of the discussion.
That makes sense. Apart from that, you could pick a decision-making method explicitly. One of the most obvious tools is voting and maybe a solo managerial decision, but there are a few alternatives to consider. Some of the terms to Google are Delphi method to narrow down the number of options and consensus mapping for more complex situations.
Explicitly is definitely a theme for this episode, and I would suggest you explicitly ask for final objections and confirm people are committed to the decision being made. Sometimes those who object a specific decision may intentionally or unintentionally undermine the subsequent execution. They may think, we'll still do our thing, it's not too different, or contrary, they will say that, hey, our case is too different and your decision does not apply here. You want to be aware of such risks and deal with them one way or the other.
Good stuff. What if the cart gets in front of the horse?
Trying to get to a decision that everyone is universally happy with may be futile. Decisions always involve trade-offs, and important decisions doubly so. Look for a solution that allows everyone to make the next step and make progress, not for a solution that no one has objections to.
Well, apart from that, sometimes we agree about the decision without realizing all the implications. People who voted for a specific solution could later understand that it might lower the priority or fully substitute some of the existing tasks, projects, or objectives, which is fine. But if you spend a few minutes talking about the potential implications, you may save a lot of time and energy instead of fighting the resistance.
Very important indeed. Outcome of an engineering discussion is rarely, if ever, a single word. And the best way I know to describe and document such outcomes is the Minta pyramid for the structure and MISI, mutually exclusive, collectively exhaustive principle for parts that comprise the decision.
We are also attaching an article to Delphi method and consensus mapping mentioned above in an Asana blog.
Check it out. And now you've got it. The purpose of engineering discussion is achieved, one bite-sized piece at a time.
Ciao.